What's going on, you guys? I just want to dive into this kale chip recipe. The first thing you have to do is take the kale off of the stems, and you can just wipe it off. You can just scrape. Oh, nope, too strong. You can also pinch it with your finger and take it off. You can grab a knife and you can cut them off, or you can put the knife on the kale and just pick it up and it'll come right off. But it's pretty easy just to take off. You pinch it and take it off. As you can see, I'm getting off big chunks. You want to take big pieces. You don't want small pieces because whenever you put it in the oven, the kale will shrink. If you happen to have chickens, make sure you keep the stems because I heard they love it. I don't have chickens. I'm going to see if my animals love it later on. All right. So I'll just be using 4 ingredients. So one, I have a half a lemon. I have the nutritional yeast. This is not on the recipe that I have on the website, but it does add more of a cheesy flavor to it. Sea salt. I don't use a grinder, so I just got the fine sea salt, and vegetable oil. I would prefer olive oil, but you know what I'm saying? That's what I have. I'm gonna use it. I'm not gonna go to the store just for one little recipe. Any type of oil, and you good. So I'm going to start out by putting the sea salt on there. I'm not doing it in any particular order, man. Just getting the salt so I can have that salty chip taste to it. Next, I'm going to put the oil on there. And once you get the oil on there, you definitely want to massage the oil in. I believe I did a little bit too much this time, but I'm going to do it a couple of times and play with it and get it right. I'm squeezing a lemon, and I have this under it just so if a seed comes out, it doesn't go in there. And then I'm going to get that nutritional yeast. That's going to give it that cheesy taste, that cheesy flavor. Not like Doritos, but it's going to be damn good. Next, you have to get your hands dirty or oily. And you're going to massage it in, make sure it's mixed everywhere. You got the oil on every piece of kale. So it's a little bit of extra work, compared to going to the store and just buying a bag of chips. But when you think about it, it's not really. If you've done this recipe a couple of times, this is my first time playing with it. I'm going to do it a couple of more times. There's some things that I will do a little bit different. Now, you want to get a non-stick pan. I need 2 just so I can have enough. The one that you see on the right is a non-stick pan. The one that you see on the left is the non-stick pan from my childhood. I just put some oil on it. That's non-stick as well. Then, you want to test one out, make sure it tastes good. I give it a thumbs up. That's pretty tasty. I could probably just eat that without even throwing it in the oven and turning it into chips. It's pretty tasty, man. It makes me want to have a salad. So the next step, you get your kale onto the non-stick pan. Of course, you have your lemon, you have your salt, you have your nutritional yeast on there, and you just want to spread it all the way across. And the thing is, they say make sure it's spread out and it's not on top of each other. But whenever you put this in the oven, it will shrivel up to the correct proportions. So you good. Now I'm using 2 pans or 2 sheets, and just to create some space. And I want to put one at the lower level and the upper level so I can see how they cook. One may cook faster than the other. I just want to kind of see, because this is my first time doing it. I want to perfect it. And this is one way to get fit, man. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been going to the store. Never go to the grocery store when you're hungry, man. I've been getting caught up with these barbecue chips, these Doritos, and so I'm trying to get back on that healthy tip, getting lean before the summer. So I put it in at 300 degrees after I've preheated it for about 15 minutes. Now, the recipe is a little higher temp, but I did not want to burn this stuff. I can take these sticks right here, and the animals just love them. Watch this. Here you go. You want one? There you go. See? What about you? Hey. Okay. You don't like it? They just love it, but they got to warm up to it. That's all. After 15 minutes, I take it out. And like I said before, I set the temp very low, but you want to check to see if they're crispy yet. And these were not crispy, so I put it back in for another 15 minutes. Now, you can roll the dice. You can roll the dice and put it in for longer or at a higher temperature. But once they're burnt, they're burnt. Now, after the other 15 minutes, I did it again. Now they are nice and crispy.